Ahoy! Ahoy! It has been a hot minute since I made a video, but that is the exciting part, cause I am feeling tons better. Recently, by recently I mean in September, I had a oral surgery, it's a double jaw surgery pretty much. If you care to look it up, go for it. It pretty much TLDR affect how I talk and speak. And if you know anything about surgery, it can wipe you out. And I did not expect it to wipe me out this much, hence why I took a break from art in general, and I guess making a video once a month. I don't know, I'm making like videos for fun more, and plus I like making them because I treat it like a video journal because I'm not one to type or write out my words. It's mainly when I do write, it's a lot of fragmented sentences, and plus I like talking, and right now I do want to practice articulating my words, and that's actually one of the main reasons why I made a channel where I just talk over my beat paint or drawings or whatever I'm doing. Creativity, English is very hard. But I want to see my process and practicing how to speak better and clearer. And since I just had my surgery, they moved my jaw around, like my top jaw can finally, the top jaw, specifically my teeth, can finally touch bottom teeth, which has never been a thing ever since I was a kid. So that's a big adjustment. So if you hear me try to take my time to pronounce certain words, that is why. And plus, I don't want to go to speech therapy. That costs money, and I don't have that kind of money at the moment. Plus, I gotta save it for Ina from Hollow Life, who is a VTuber. If you know anything about VTubers, I love Ina. She is my Kami OC. And that's about that. What is different from my previous speed paint videos is I'm not actually technically drawing. I am making a vector of a mini project that I did for like graphic design. I'm pretty sure I'm going back to school for my bachelor's, so I'm gonna be kind of busy with that eventually. Not yet. So I wanted to dive back into the program to familiarize myself and get comfortable, so whenever I do go back, I can actually focus on the assignments and making the work be actually looking good, and not just me trying to learn how to use the program. Because I remember when I was getting my associate, that was like the major hump of me just learning how to use the program, and I felt like all my time was being spent on learning the program and not actually learning how to do graphic design as a whole, which that is what it's about. I want to get a education where I get feedback and critique on graphic design more than me like, how do I do paint again? So this was my first time playing around with the pen tool for a very long time, since the last time I ever touched it. Holy cow, I struggled so much with the way that I made the video. I cut out so much of the footage. I found when I made the time lapses like fast, it looked really janky because the frame, it was actually, you know anything about video editing, when you video edit and make things go faster, it will get frames. So meaning it will look very, very janky. So I decided to just cut things out. The very repetitiveness, like me using the pen tool. And plus a lot of it was me sitting there looking at a tutorial or playing around with the settings in the program, aka Adobe Illustrator. So I'm like, let me just cut a lot of that out, and I decided to just go in and cut more out from the time lapse. The same thing, like I pretty much, you get the picture. I don't think it's really that interesting. I would personally find it really boring. I don't know how many people would sit at like a 30-minute video of me making a vector out of a be happy. Well, I actually started to figure out what I'm doing. Like, I need a direction to learn a program or like just learn anything in general. So I found a website where they have like weekly assignments that are just up forever. You're not going to get graded, but it's set up like as if you were in class, which I really like. I can link that below. It's called like graphic design school. Very basic, but I found that really to be helpful because it gave me an assignment and it gave me an idea, and since I am doing this in my free time, I don't have to worry about restrictions on the file, the color, yada yada. So I really took advantage of me just playing around with that. And plus, yeah, I really took advantage since I'm not in school, no one's grading me. So I really decided to go ham, try different things in the program, like 3D effect, shadow. This time around, I played around with a lot of clipping masks. And you know me, when I draw digitally in Clip Studio Paint, I love my clipping mask. I love the function where there's a folder and a clipping mask. I think all programs should have that, but I know not all of them do. Hence, it what it is. I actually don't know if Photoshop has it. I haven't checked too much. I don't really care for Photoshop, but I know I'm gonna force myself to use it. Right now, I'm really loving Illustrator. That's been my go-to, what I'm doing. I'm just like, oh, Illustrator. Photoshop, I played around a little bit. I'm going to force myself to do it because I like Photoshop because they do have like a lot of the mock-up that you use to like make a product. So that's been really fun. I haven't really touched InDesign. That was my go-to for a while because I had a job in the newspaper where I made the layouts for everything. So that was my go-to for the layouts. I got really comfortable with that. I did make my resume. I updated it recently to make it relevant and relevant. I did do that in InDesign just because I was comfortable at playing around with the panel. But like, I'm talking very technical. Okay, like talking about something else. Okay, outside of me playing around with the programs, I just been recovering from surgery mainly. It's been chill. I was playing Elden Ring. I do have I don't know if I made a time-lapse video of it. I think I did. Of a video of me doing something in Illustrator and making the scarab from Elden Ring. So I'm excited for that. I did make stickers out of it, which has been really fun. I was going to give it to a friend, but like, nah, I don't want it. I'm like, okay, that's fine. More stickers for me. Okay, I just checked my files right now. I do have a time-lapse video for that. So I will make a video for that with me talking about Elden Ring. I'm not gonna bore you too much with Elden Ring thing, but TLDR, I've been enjoying it. It has been my recovery video game for my recovery because I have a lot of time in my hand. And then decided, let me go play like a really in-depth long game. And Elden Ring was my choice of game. It has been a little tough with my first Soul game. You know anything about Soul game, it can be pretty hard, especially if you're not experienced. I had fun. Okay, so what I was thinking about with the be and the happy, I did have like one idea which I really liked, but I think my understanding of typography and hierarchy was not just quite there yet. The phrase was going to be like, life is like a highway, from the one song, forgot the person's name who sung the song, but it was going to be that. But it got a little too complicated and out of hand for my skill set at the moment. So I decided to go for something simpler, aka be happy. And I love my puns. If you know anything about me, I love puns. I really like puns. And that is what I chose. I grew it in Procreate at first, and then I transferred it into Illustrator to like finalize the lines. The other thing I did why the video was so to like image choice. I didn't like it because the lines were so jaggedy because I drew very jaggedy in the in Procreate. Plus I used a totally different pen tool where it had like the grainy edging, which I just like to get in. So it really didn't turn out well. But that's okay because it was good practice for me to figure out how to use the pen tool. Once again, I still have so much to learn with it. But you know, take things slowly and you'll get better over time. Yeah. So specifically for this, since this wasn't like an official school assignment, so I really took advantage of the freedom that I had with it. So it wasn't in the video where they had like a clipping mat where they have an image on top to make a whole image. I decided to just kill my computer and make a collage of images. And the images aren't like tiny, they're like 2K pixels. So my computer was going boo the whole time. Honestly, if it was winter, I won't even need the heat on. It was keeping my room so warm. I put my floor fan on and my ceiling fan on just to keep my room a little cool. So that was a lot of fun. Remind me to not do that again. Especially on this big of a grand scale. Since I had like multiple artboards, I think that what pretty much made my computer want to die. If I do this again, I would definitely not have multiple artboards with collages of 4K, 2K images. I got them all on Unsplash. I think I did find a few somewhere else. I'm pretty sure all of them on Unsplash just because they're free and I don't have to worry about like legal issues. Yeah, it's better to develop better habits now than older habits. Yes. Okay, it's been pretty fun. I really like how I made the Be Happy thing at the end. You'll see me playing around with the Photoshop markup. I definitely feel like I should practice or like really not just focus on slapping the design in the markup, but really like playing around with the settings and the filters that Photoshop has, since it is for photoshopping images. So I think in future projects, instead of me working on one project in one day, I will try to do it in 2 days, especially for the markup part. I do want to make it look a little bit nicer than I have been doing. So after this one, maybe I'll put in more thought into presenting the images. That is the plan. I really like it. It was really fun. Right now I'm like doing the voiceover. I'm watching the video and it's pretty much just me doing the collages. I picked out like random household objects or just objects that don't make sense. Like in one of them, I did a cutting mat, Lego head, and coffee bean. I thought that was just kind of like a fun thing to have. I don't know. I wanted to try something that it doesn't correlate to the theme or the image that I created. I don't know, just pretty fun. I was experimenting, and I think that is important in graphic design, not just graphic design, in art in general. It can never stop experimenting. Yes, I'm rewatching the video. I will definitely need to get that out more. I'm running out of things to say. I'm not sure what else to say. And there's like a few more things that I'm working on. I'm near the end. Woohoo! So yes, overall I really liked how this project went. I learned about a lot of the layers. And here we go. Here, this is all of them together. I made the scrolling image go upward. I was playing around with DaVinci. That is the program that I use to edit. And so I was playing around with the settings on how to make the image scrolling go up, because I'm sure that's like a really basic editing thing that I can do. So I was playing with that. I still have so much to learn in the art and technology world. I'm excited. Slowly studying. It's fun. Yeah, thank you for watching. The next video probably gonna be scallops from Elderling. I can post a picture of a ridiculous big cutting. Bye bye.